Shalom. All praises to Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, bahasham, rachak, wadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well. And they bring the word and doctrine. Shalom. Meaning peace. And to the elect. So it's like 2 Ezra 6 and 7. Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or when shall be the end of the first, and the beginning of it that followeth? And the end of the first. Okay, these are the same questions, the same concepts that were asked to Yahawashi verbatim when he was in the flesh. Matthew 24 and 3. And as he sat, who's he? He is Yahawashi, that the world calls Jesus. Matthew 24 and 3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, what shall be these things? What shall be the sign of thy coming, and of the end of the world? Right, now who is the end of the world? What is the end of the world? And all of these things mentioned afterwards. These I will tell. And let's just get Daniel 7 real quick. Daniel 7 and we'll start here. Daniel 7 and 3. And 4 great beasts came up from the sea, diverse one from another. You had the Neo-Babylonian Assyrians, you had the Persians, and you had the Greeks, and you had the Romans. They were the 4 kingdoms that would punctuate the time of rulership for each one of them. Right, so each one of them would be significant in their own way. And we were in the time of the 4th beast, at the time of Yahawashi, because that represents, as I just said, the Romans. Right, so it doesn't say an Islamic caliphate would rise up after the 4th beast. So you have to recognize the times, man, and make it fit. Make that make sense. The Daniel, judge, power, he's a judge of Yahawah. That's what his name means. Daniel 7 and 3 on down. 4 beasts came up from the sea, diverse one from another. The first was like a lion, and had eagle's wings. I beheld till the wings thereof were plucked. It was lifted up from the earth, and was made stand upon the feet as a man, and a man's heart was given to it. And behold, another beast, a second, like to a bear. It raised itself up. On one side it had 3 ribs in the mouth of it, between the teeth of it. And they said, thus unto it arise, devour much flesh. And it did. Right. It didn't say and it did, but it did. That's what I'm saying. Right, 6. After this I beheld another like a leopard, which had upon the back of it 4 wings of a fowl. And what does that represent? If this is the Greece, who the 4 wings are, what are the 4 wings of the fowl? P.S. is who. Right, it said the beast had also 4 heads, and dominion was given to it. Right, the same thing there. And 7 and 7, and then here we are, which is the key point. So that, like I just said, I was going through Assyria, Babylon, Persia, Greece, and now to Rome, the 4th beast. After this, I saw in the night visions, and behold, a 4th beast, dreadful and terrible, and strong exceedingly, and it had great iron teeth. It devoured and brake in pieces, and stamped the residue with the feet of it, and it was diverse from all the beasts that were before it, and it had 10 horns. Right, the 10 horns. Let's just search up 10 horns. So now in Revelation, which is what the Apocalypse are revealing. Right, so who would this great dragon be, having 7 heads? Which, spoiler alert, the 7 heads represent NATO, the 10 horns represent the EU. So who would this great red dragon be? What people, what rulership? The dragon, that serpent. In the same way, Revelation 13 and 1, it's talking about the same 10 horns. So which kingdom was ruling in the time of Yahawashi? And we've established it was the Romans. So let's see what this says about the parting asunder. 2 Ezra 6 and 7. Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times? When shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth? And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. Why? Because Jacob, Yahawah, means he supplanter. So it's prophetic about that Esau being power, then Jacob would come straight after. So remember, they were asked, what should be the partners of the times? When should be the end of the first? And we'll recap again. The same point made, Matthew 24 and 3, which is they came to him privately saying, tell us, that's that, tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of their coming and of the end of the world? Now we know the globe is not just going to implode and it's done out, as some would say, but it's talking about a rulership, right, a time, a seclorum, if you like. Said the end of the first, right, was the end of the world. 2 Corinthians 6:9, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Meaning what? That this man, the man of sin, Esau, Edom, would have to be in power upon the arrival of Yahawashi. Then Yahawashi, the top Israelite, right, is coming to take down all principalities, rulerships, and Jacob, right, the Israelites' rulership would start from that. Starting with Yahawashi on down. Truly with Yahawah on down. 1 Corinthians 15 and 24. Then cometh the end, right? The end of what? The end of the world, right? Who's the end of the world? Esau. So if you've got the Romans, the 10 horns, and the sproutings out of that, going with the one that's more stout than all his fellows, which is not talking about a singular Antichrist, right? Like it says there are many Antichrists. I believe that's 1 John. Okay, again, forgive me. 1 John 2 and 18. So you got 1 Corinthians 15 and 24. Then cometh the end, when he shall have delivered up the kingdom to power, even the Father, when he shall have put down all rule and all authority and power. Right, so that's what Yahawashi is coming to do. He's coming to put down this man of sin. Who's that man of sin? Esau, Edom. Not Japheth, not Japheth, not the Arabs with an Islamic caliphate, but this man of sin. Giving all praises to Yahawah, bahasham Yahawashi, bahasham Rachak Wadash.